Great. Hello, everyone. Thank you all so much for being here today. I'm just going to wait a few minutes as everybody is joining, but I'm really excited to be here today to tell you about what it's like to study at Huron at Western University. At Huron, we are a small liberal arts university, and we specialize in social science, arts, humanities, and business courses. And we're fully committed to providing a university undergraduate experience unlike any other in the country. But before I tell you too much about Huron, I just want to briefly introduce myself to all of you. And I work in the recruitment and admissions office at Huron. And my entire role at Huron is to support you throughout your entire time of researching our university, applying to our university. And I truly do mean that I am a support person for you. I've included my email address as well as a phone number that you can actually text me at if you have questions about our university. I truly do mean it when I say reach out to me. You can ask me questions as simple as what is served in the dining hall on the weekend, or if I'm thinking about doing business with a minor in political science, what's my first year calendar or timetable going to look like? Please ask me any and all of those questions. And then if you do want to ask questions all throughout this presentation, please feel free to utilize that chat box to put your questions in there. And I am leaving time at the end of this presentation to answer all of your questions as well. I'm also really proud to say that I graduated from Huron. So I graduated in 2018 from the Bachelor of Arts in the Center for Global Studies program. So if you do have any questions about the student experience and what it's like to be a student at Huron, please feel free to ask me those questions as well. So with Huron, we specialize in arts, humanities, social science, and business programs. And all of our education is focused within liberal arts. So we are a small liberal arts university. And with the liberal arts, we're really preparing students within the classroom, but also outside of the classroom. If we look at our world 2 years ago, the world has definitely changed a lot. And as the world changes, the workplace changes with it as well. So jobs that existed 2 years ago no longer exist. And jobs that are going to be in high demand in 4 to 5 years haven't even been thought of. So with our liberal arts education at Huron, we're really looking to help students develop the knowledge that will help them be successful in whatever job field or career they go into after graduation. Through our liberal arts and interactive education at Huron, we're helping students understand the course content of their program. We're also helping them develop those essential skills that are really going to prepare them for the world after graduation. Skills like how to clearly articulate themselves, how to interact with others and work as a team, and how to respectfully debate with someone who has a differing opinion from you. All these skills are very essential when you are looking to apply for internships as well as jobs after graduation. And with our interactive style of learning, we really want our students to be able to develop these skills from their first year of university. And at Huron, we definitely do things very differently. So this is a photo pre-COVID of our first year incoming class. And front and center of this photo is our university president, who is Dr. Barry Craig. And Dr. Craig commonly tells people that at Huron, we do things very differently. Yes, you're going to graduate with a fantastic education that's going to equip you to go into any career after graduation. But at Huron, we're just as interested as developing a student's character just as much as their intellect. And something you'll notice as I go through my presentation is that tag phrase at the bottom being leaders with heart. So at Huron, we don't want students to just kind of go through their 4 years and sit in the background and not engage in the experience. We want students that are engaged in their classrooms and outside their classrooms as well, being clubs, student council, leadership opportunities, internships. We really want our students to take advantage of the entire university experience. And we've identified that our leaders today are hungry for people that are ethical and care about one another. And we're really committed to developing our students to be leaders with heart. And this focus on the development of a student's character is really unique to see at a university. And it's definitely something that helps Huron stand apart from other universities. So Huron is very proud to be known as the founding institution of Western University. Western University is a large research university with over 400 different programs, undergraduate, master's, and PhD programs to offer their students. And Western and Huron are located in the city of London, Ontario, London, Ontario is about a 2-hour drive west of Toronto. It has a major international airport where it is accessible to students to get to London. And Western has what's known as a self-contained campus, meaning everything that you would ever need as a first-year student is located on that campus. So right at the center of the map, we have our University Community Center for Western. And in this building, you'll find things like the bookstore, restaurants, cafes. There's even a doctor's office, a movie theater, and a grocery store. And right across from the University Community Center is Huron's campus. So we're the community of buildings that are highlighted in red. And Huron operates independently, meaning we have our own financial, student support services, as well as our own residence buildings that have primarily single rooms. And a fun fact is Huron's residence buildings are actually located closer to Western's campus than Western's residence buildings. And as a Huron student, you have access to everything a Western student has. So I like to describe it as having dual citizenship, where you have your Huron passport as well as your Western passport, and you can access everything that's offered on both campuses. As a Huron student, you actually have a Western student card, and this allows you to take up to 40% of your courses in any of the programs that are offered at Western. It allows you to access any of the facilities, services, clubs, student council, any organization that's offered at Western. You have the opportunity to be involved in that as well. And then upon completion of your studies at Huron, you graduate with a Western University degree, which is internationally recognized. And some more information about the city of London, Ontario. London, Ontario is the 11th largest city in Canada, and the population sits at just under 500,000 people. And what's really unique about London is it is a very much a university town. So I believe 15% of the population of London is made up of students. So it's really student friendly, affordable for students. And there's always something going on no matter what you are interested in. So if you're interested in sports, there's hockey games that go on over the week. There are musical performance that comes to London as well. And there's a lot of outdoor space too in London. And London has a really fantastic food scene as well. And it's a really great city to explore as a university student. And being the founding institution of Western University, Huron has some really beautiful old historic buildings on our campus, but we're also looking to improve our campus as well. So this is a photo of our brand new academic building, and it was open to students just this September. And it's a really great building to have our students build that sense of community in. With a total student population of just 1,200 students at Huron, comparatively, there's 33,000 students at Western. Huron really has an engaging, close-knit community of students that are really involved within student life. And so this brand new building is fantastic for our students as it has a brand new student activity center. It has brand new classrooms, seminar rooms, as well as a 450-seat performance theater. We're really excited to be adding this new addition to campus as we hope to better support the engagement and the activities of our student community. And at Huron, students really are diving in and taking an active role in their university experience. They're participating in the classroom, student community, and more. Way back when I was looking for a university that would be the perfect fit for myself, I was really in love with the school spirit that Western had, and I wanted to be part of their varsity athletics program. But I also came from a really small school, and my family lived really far away. So when I was thinking about what university would be the right fit for myself, I was really looking for that smaller community where I could walk down the hallways and run into classmates, professors who would know my name. And this is why Huron really was the perfect fit for myself. I found a fantastic program where I was able to interact with my classmates as well as my professor from first year. And I was able to be part of that smaller living and learning community while still having access to everything that a large university offers as well. And as a Huron student, you get access to everything at Western, but you also get access to the Huron Advantage that is only offered to Huron students. And I always break it down into 5 key touch points. So the Huron Advantage is made up of small class sizes, our culture of care, guaranteed paid internship opportunities for every single student, exclusive partnerships, and access to our alumni network. So I'm going to go through each element in detail so you know what to expect from the Huron experience. But first, let's take a look at one of your university lectures should you decide to attend any other large institution. So this is the type of classroom you can expect to see at most Ontario universities. Your average class size can range from anywhere up to 200 to 1,000 students. So this sort of environment can make it very difficult to ask questions, collaborate with peers, or really be noticed at all. Where at Huron, this is definitely not the case. So this is a photo of one of our first year business classes, and we don't have any lecture halls that big shown on the previous slide. So something that you'll notice is that even if you're in the first row or the very back row, you'll be able to engage with your professors with the learning material. And with an average class size of 33 students, we really do have that interactive style of learning at Huron. So for our classes, we do not just expect students to show up to class, listen to the lecture, and memorize information that's put on a board. We really encourage our students to actively engage in the learning materials with their peers and their professors. And when you have this ability to interact one-on-one with your PhD holding professors, the possibilities of what you can do with your education really are endless. And I always like to use a student example of this. So this is Josh, and he is in our Governance, Leadership, and Ethics program at Huron. And throughout his time at Huron, he was able to take a lot of different courses with the program chair, who's Dr. Neil Bradford. So when Dr. Bradford was looking for a paid research assistant, he knew that Josh would be a fantastic fit and he would be interested in the role. He knew this because he was really able to develop that relationship with Josh all throughout his first, second, third year of his studies within the GLE program. And typically at a larger institution, these types of paid research opportunities would go to master's or PhD students. But at Huron, we're primarily an undergraduate university, meaning that these types of opportunities are not uncommon. And these opportunities are a really great thing to take a part of to really refine your skills, as well as add that to your resume to distinguish you from any other university student. And this opportunity as a paid research assistant was a really fantastic way for Josh to build his resume. And it really led for him to be successful in other realms of his life. After he worked for Dr. Neil Bradford, working really closely with as a paid research assistant, Josh was able to secure a summer internship at RBC. And now Josh has just started at Ivy's, the Richard Ivey School of Business, where he is pursuing his honors business administrations degree. So I always like to use this example, but this is just one of many examples of how important it really is to get to know your university professors from your first year of university. And then the second advantage of attending at Huron is our culture of care. With a total population of 1,500 students at Huron, we are able to offer our students a 1 to 300 academic advising ratio, which is 4 times smaller than the ratio at other Ontario universities. Our advisors have drop-in hours every single day throughout the academic year to ensure the academic needs of our students are being met. Before you even start at Huron, actually, in the summer months, we pair you with an academic advisor who will be your advisor for your entire time at Huron, and they take the time to sit down with you to make sure that you are enrolled in all the required courses and really walk you through the process of the course structure at university, what it means to do a major, a minor, what it means to take a half credit, a full credit, and they really help advise you to make sure that you are prepared for success before your classes even start in September. But at Huron, we aren't only focused in seeing you succeed within the classroom, we truly care about your overall health. Our campus features a wellness center that's equipped with staff members who are dedicated to ensuring that you're prioritizing not just your academics, but yourself as a whole. They organize events all throughout the academic year to ensure that our students feel safe, supported, and included in our campus at Huron. And furthering helping students with our transition from high school to university, we have some terrific services that are offered through our library at Huron. We have peer mentorship workshops. We have a writing center where students can receive help on their assignments, as well as collecting academic research for their research papers, as well as we have free tutoring for all of our business and math courses. So our goal at Huron is really to help you access all of these services so that you're able to thrive while you're a student at Huron, as well as after university as well. Our campus is small enough where staff members, advisors, and faculty are really able to get to know you as an individual. And at Huron, you're much more than just a number. You're a person with a name and a story. And with our culture of care at Huron, I do encourage you all, it's fantastic that you've come to this presentation, but I encourage you to explore all of our sessions throughout the day, because our students really have some incredible stories on their experience currently at Huron and why they chose to go to Huron. We really are that community where you're walking down the hallway and you're running into your friends, your professors. I have professors that I took classes with over 4 years ago that still stop me in the hallway, and we get to catch up with one another. And it really is that community where people know one another and you feel supported, which is quite unique to find at a university level. But because we are strategically small, we are able to provide that kind of support and community for our students at Huron. And then the third advantage of attending Huron is that we guarantee paid internship opportunities to every single student, regardless of their academic program. We are the only university in Ontario to do this for our students, where students don't have to wait till their third or fourth year studies at university. From your very first day as a Huron student, you'll be able to walk into our Career Development Center, meet with a career coordinator who's going to sit down with you and find what your passions are, what you want to do after university. And whether you know exactly what you want to do or you have no idea whatsoever, they're going to take the time to sit down with you and backwards map your university career so that by the time you're graduating with the experience, skills, and network that is going to help you be successful. And so many of our students have had incredible internship opportunities, but a few that I like to highlight is Sarah Shelton, who's a business student at Huron, and she was able to secure an internship at Gallagher, which is an insurance, risk management, and consulting firm that's based out of the United States. We also have who is a fourth year governance, leadership, and ethics student. He was able to his interest in finance, and he secured an internship with Purpose Advisor Solutions. And then we have Odessa, and she is a recent political science graduate, so she graduated last year. And during her last semester of her studies at Huron, she was able to take part in an innovation camp that we offered through our partnership with RBC. And upon graduation, Odessa was actually offered an interview, and she now works full-time at RBC. So we really want our students to feel that they are supported with work experience and internship opportunities, volunteering, as well as mentorship. So mentorship is something that we really focus on at Huron, because I think everybody has heard the saying, it's not what you know, it's who you know. At Huron, we believe it's both. It's what you know, but it's also those really valuable connections that you make during university. So we want to be sure that our students feel well supported through our mentorship program, where we connect our first year students with upper year students, as well as connecting upper year students with alumni as well. So no matter what career or industry you want to go into, I'm sure that we have a Huron alumni that works in that field. And our alumni are constantly connecting with our students because they know how hardworking they are, and they really want to help them enter into the workforce well prepared with that connection as well. And then our fourth advantage of attending Huron is our elite partnerships. And our students definitely stand out from the crowd. And that's why we send more students per capita to the Richard Ivey School of Business than any other university. The Richard Ivey School of Business, commonly referred to as Ivey, is a second entry-level program. This means that students have to study their first 2 years of university before they continue their third and fourth year studies at Ivey, and they graduate with an honors business administration degree. Students also have the option of doing a combined degree. That's where students would study in any of the arts and social science programs at Huron for their first 2 years of university, continue their third and fourth year studies at Ivey, and then return to Huron to that program that they started in for an additional year of university. And students graduate with their honors business administration degree and their honors Bachelor of Arts in the program that they enrolled in at Huron. Definitely is a different process, and it is a different structure. So if you are interested in learning more about Ivey, I'm more than happy to elaborate on that further after my presentation. And then another fantastic partnership we have for our students is with Harvard Business School Online. We are the only university in Ontario that has this partnership where students, regardless of their academic program, can take 3 online courses taught by Harvard Business School professors. And these online courses really help students develop those fundamental business skills. And upon completion, students earn what's known as a credential of readiness in business from Harvard University. It's a really great way to distinguish yourself as a student. And we do recognize that having business skills is a fantastic opportunity for all of our students, not just business students. And having this expertise is instantly going to make you more marketable to future employers. Plus, we like to joke that it's never going to hurt having Harvard Business School on your resume. And it's not only our exclusive partnerships that make our Huron students so successful, it's really our ability to connect you with industry-leading alumni. So our alumni at Huron understand the value of the liberal arts and the incredible foundation that you will gain for your future career. Our Huron alumni are always looking to connect with current students to really help them understand their industries that they're interested in, develop that career experience, and then really build that network by the time they're graduating from our university. So perhaps you'll connect with Adam Deef, who graduated from Huron in 2004 from our economics program. And he's currently living in New York City, working as head of industry at Google. Or perhaps you'll meet with Chelsea Smith, who is a lawyer at Mackenzie Lake Lawyer, at one of our networking events specifically designed for students who are interested in pursuing a career in law. And we really have alumni all across the country and the world. So being located in London, Ontario, there's some really great opportunities to take part in internships and meet alumni, but our alumni network really expands far further than London. So we have alumni who are located in Toronto, Calgary, Vancouver, all across the country, where if you're looking for an opportunity anywhere, we're happy to set that up, and we're happy to connect you with alumni that are all across our country. And then touching on scholarships, at Huron, we have some really fantastic scholarship opportunities for our students. We award up to $2.8 million in scholarships and financial aid each year. And with 1,500 students total at Huron, that money really does go a long way. There's 2 different types of scholarships to be aware of. The first one being automatic entrance scholarships. And these are the best ones because you do anything whatsoever. Simply, when we receive your final transcripts in the summer, we will be able to calculate your average to award you your scholarship money. So the higher your average is upon your final grades, the more money we'll automatically be able to award you. There's also some other automatic entrance scholarships like the National Scholarship, which is for students that are studying outside of Ontario. Just for being a student applying and coming from a different province, Canada, you will automatically receive $1,000. Then the second type of scholarship to be aware of is application-based scholarships. There are a few different ones to be aware of, and one that I really want to highlight is the Helmuth Scholarship. This is our most prestigious scholarship at Huron for our domestic Canadian students. We award 10 of them every single year, and they're really for students who have that high academic average, really involved outside their school community, and it's valued at full tuition. So that's definitely one to be aware of. The deadline to apply is in February, so definitely get started on that application for the Helmuth Scholarship. If you're an international student, we do have an international scholarship equivalent, being the Presidential Scholarship. That's valued at $25,000 per year. As international tuition is much higher, we do recognize that, and we really want to award our stellar standout students with a Presidential Scholarship valued at that amount. Huron University is providing students with an undergraduate university experience unlike any other in the country. We're fully committed to ensuring that our students have opportunities to be involved academically, professionally, and in leadership roles, all while being part of a tight network of ambitious classmates and alumni. I'd like to thank you all so much for taking the time to join this presentation today. But definitely know that this is not the end of your research journey. There is still so much that you can learn about Huron, and I'd be more than happy to connect with you to share more information about Huron. But we also have some really fantastic opportunities to research more about Huron, the first one being our social media platforms. So we are Huron at Western across all platforms. It's a really great way to see what events happen on campus, what our student community is like. And another really fantastic way to explore what our student community is like is through campus tours. So we offer them virtually. So it's a really great opportunity if you're not able to make the trip down to our campus, where a current Huron student is able to show you around our campus and share their experience of what it is to be like what it's like to be a Huron student. And then we also offer campus tours in person as well. So if you're interested in coming to our campus, we'd love to host you and show you around our campus community. We have interactive virtual events like this one, and I would recommend checking out all of the different sessions that we're hosting today because it's a really great opportunity to connect with students, alumni, as well as professors as well. We also would love to connect you with our current students. We have our Unibuddy platform on our website, where at any time of the day, you'll be able to go on our website, find a student that's studying a program that you're interested in, and really build that connection and ask them about their experience and learn more about the program. Other than that, thank you all so much for being here today. And what I'll do is I'm going to go into the chat section here and see if there's any questions that people have. And if you do have questions, please feel free to either put them in the general chat box, or you can message me directly as well. And I do have one question here. How many mature students attend Huron? So we do have a number of mature students that do attend Huron every single year and apply. I wouldn't have a specific number, but we do have a great community of mature students studying at Huron. I'm just going to open this up so I can see the questions better. And how many classes can we take from Western being a Huron student? Fantastic question. So you can take up to 40% of your courses each academic year on Western's campus in any of their programs. If the course is required and part of your program at Huron, and the course is offered at Huron, you are required to take it on our campus as well. And then what are the career prospects after a degree in English and Cultural Studies from Huron? And I absolutely love this question. This is a fantastic question. And I would recommend attending one of our sessions today. We do have later on today, why study within the social sciences and the arts and humanities? And that's a really great question to ask there as well, because we'll have professors there. But with English and Cultural Studies, you're learning so many tangible skills that you can take into any career field. With English, you're learning how the world operates within the cultural studies, and English being how to clearly tell stories, how to articulate yourself, clear writing as well. All of these are really essential skills, no matter what career you're going into. So we have had grads from English and Cultural Studies who have gone on to start their own business, where we have a graduate who has started her own vegan cheese business, and it's become widely successful, and she has vendors in the States selling at Whole Foods now. Her English and Cultural Studies, maybe the direct classes didn't necessarily relate to an entrepreneurial career afterwards, but she really developed those skills on how to clearly communicate her brand through her English and Cultural Studies degree at Huron. And then Erin's asking a really fantastic question, and this is probably the last question I'll ask today, just with the time limit I have. So how is BMOS different from Ivy? Really fantastic question. So BMOS is our business program at Huron, being Management and Organizational Studies. And in your first year, you are able to explore all different parts of business, being accounting, human resources, marketing, operations, and you really get that well-rounded education within your first year at Huron in our MOS program. And then what's really unique about Ivy is they have a different style of learning, being the case method, where they bring real-world business cases to class. Students read the cases before, and then it's conversation based on what they would consult the company to do to achieve what they're looking for. And case method learning really is the driving kind of educational style at Ivy, where in the BMOS program, you might have a different style of learning where we have hands-on consulting classes, as well as it's a little bit of a different experience, but you are really developing those strong business skills, and no matter what program you go into. So that's all the time I have questions for today, but there's some really fantastic questions. And I do encourage to check out our next session, which is our career development session, which is featuring students who had internships. This is fantastic, and I do recommend that you all join that session today. Other than that, I'd like to thank you all for being here, and I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day.